Thank you so very much. Our next speaker is actually an honor to actually introduce her. First time speaking with her was really nice. It's an honor to introduce Dr. Rita Onyezu, a respected voice in leadership and community impact. She brings valuable experience and deep commitment to driving meaningful change and empowering others. Over to you, Ma. Thanks so much for coming. Dr. Rita, Ma.
I muted myself. Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know, can you see me? I can't see myself. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, beautiful faces that I'm seeing here. Thank you so much, the organizers, for doing this to commemorate International Women's Day. I'm very delighted to be here to speak to us on impact, on influence and transformation of women in our communities. When women, or rather, let me put it this way, women all over are central to community transformation. They are not just participants, but they are drivers of social, economic, and cultural change. Now, when we talk about nation development, most people think about policies and infrastructure. But the most driving force embedded into community for impactive and transformative change are women. Women today play so much transformative roles and impactive roles in their homes, in their families. Despite the limited financial resources available, women ensure that their family members are fed. Women ensure that their children are educated. Women are there to look at the homeworks or assignments that the children brought home. You talk about economic sustainability. Women are there. And the market, when they sell and buy, they sustain the local economy. In agriculture, women form a large force in agriculture. For instance, in a community I know in Abia State, during the farming season, the men simply go to the field, clear the field, leave the planting, the tending of the plants to harvesting to women. That's what they do. So women make great impact in that area. Women all over, we know, have voice. They shape homes, they shape values, they inculcate norms into their children. Women have been making impact even in the past. They have been influential. Women like Mrs. Ramson Kuti, Fumilayo Ramson Kuti, who was a woman activist, made so much impact in advocating for women not to pay tax during the colonial era. Women like Hajia Sawaba also advocated for women. She fought against child marriage or forced marriage. Women like Margaret Abel made impact by advocating that women should be involved in politics, be elected, have the right to vote, and have the right to be voted. These are impacts that women have made in the past. And in the present, we still have women making impact today. We have women in politics. We have women like Natasha driving with so much force, making so much impact in the life of not only women, but men in her community. We have Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who has done so much as a woman. We have Dora Akunyili of blessed memory, who has impacted so much in the life of women and even men in our communities. This impact does not stop, it still continues. You will agree with me that it is no longer fashionable for a girl to go into marriage with just what is in between her legs. No, you must go into marriage to be that helpmate that God created you to be. You must be able to make impact. You must be able to stand and contribute to the benefit of your family and your society, or even your immediate communities before you go to the larger communities, society rather. Now, what are those things that a woman can do, or ways she can create impact in her immediate communities? Young girls, young adults, women should join cooperatives. Join or form cooperatives. This will help you to become financially independent. Acquire skills is very vital. You will agree with me that your university certificate is no longer enough. You must have skill. CIPDI has created a platform where skills are being learned. I encourage every young girl, every woman to join to acquire one, so that within the comfort of your home, you can contribute financially. You can earn something for yourself and also contribute to your families and even to your society. From the small and medium businesses, be an entrepreneur. It is very essential. Do not just sit there and depend on what your white-collar job can give you. You can also become an entrepreneur. I remember, I don't know if any of you have seen this video by Mrs. Awoshika. She's a pastor, a former managing director of First Bank, and she's also a motivational speaker. She said, she gave one story. That story was trending. I don't know if any of you have seen it, of a young lady, an entrepreneur. She started her own business, succeeded in this business, and decided on her own that she wants to do something for herself. And she wants to buy a house and buy a car of her choice. Our parents, our reasoning, how can you do this? You are not married. Which man will marry a girl that has already owned it, that has a house? Which man will marry a girl that drives this kind of car you are interested in buying? Don't do that. And she asks herself, when have I started listening to what people say about me? I just do what pleases me. I just do what I think is good for me. And she went straight to Lekki Phase 1 in Lagos and bought herself a fine house, a big house. Bought herself a car of her choice. Months later, a man across the street got married to her. And she sold her house, put her money in her bank, and moved into the man's house. So what does that tell you? Birds of the same feather flocks together. So when you improve yourself, when you make impact in your life, when you transform yourself, definitely life will be transformed. So my dear girls, my dear women, we can do that. We can also transform our immediate communities, make impact by joining advocate groups like health and well-being, where young girls can be taught about sex education. When young girls can actually be educated on molestation, on how to take care of themselves, on how to say no, and how to protect their private parts. The police DPO spoke so much passionately on that. Honestly, things are happening, and we must rise up to be part of this change that will bring positivity in our communities. Teach girls, join advocacy group where girls are taught simple hygiene procedures. A lot of them, particularly in our communities, do not have idea of how to take care of themselves during menstruation. You can join advocacy. You can create advocacy group in order to help make this change. Participate in modern farming technology. It is the in thing now. Bag farming around your vicinity. Create a cooperative. Learn how to do all these things. Plant crops. Plant vegetables using bags. I buy vegetables through my daughter from a lady who has a bag farm where she planted her vegetables, bell pepper and the rest of them. Honestly, she's making impact in Abuja. She lives somewhere in Ilube, in Abuja. I buy these items from her regularly. She's not only impacting herself, she's also impacting communities because she has set up a farm where she has also, where she also train young girls in this modern farming technology. Believe me, there is nothing you set your mind to do that you will not achieve once you are disciplined and focused. I take myself for example. I tell my students this story every day, every time. I don't miss word because I want them to learn that I don't have it. It's not enough. I am poor. It's not enough. I came from a family, polygamous family, so to speak, with plenty of children, with very little resources. In my own kind of family, if you manage to finish secondary school as a girl, the next thing you are asked to do is get a husband so you can move out, so that the boys can come up. But I refuse. I refuse to do that. And my father told me that if you want to go continue your education, I don't have what it takes to do that. I don't have the resources to sponsor you. But I insisted. I took up a receptionist job for 1 year after my secondary school, just to be able to raise a little fund for myself. I wanted to study nursing, but that year I couldn't get admission. The following year, I got admission into a college of education to study home economics, which I didn't regret till today. I went in and I started my little buying and selling while in the university, while in the college of education, just to be able to make ends meet. While I was there in the college of education, I was never among the happening girls. Why? Because I don't have clothes. I don't have one and a few shirts, which I recycle almost every semester. I go to evening fellowships. That's the only thing I do. I don't go to church on Sundays. Not because I don't like going to church on Sundays, not because I'm not a Christian, but because I don't have what to wear. So I limit my church going to only weekdays where nobody is interested in what you were wearing. That was all I did. Today, I do not just have a degree, I have 3 degrees. That was because I put my mind to it. I was disciplined and I was focused. And I tell every young girl today that you can do the same. You can do the same. You do not have to. When I go out in the evenings in the vicinity where I live, I see young girls on skimpy clothes standing by hotels looking for men. They call it, I don't know what they call it these days. And you tell, a few times I have been opportunity to interview a few of them. Why are you doing this? And the answer they give is, I don't have anybody to train me. This is all I could do to survive. And I told them, no, this is not all you can do to survive. You can do much more. You are a woman. You can do a lot for yourself. So I stand today to tell every woman, every young girl here, that you can achieve anything you put your mind to do. Once you're focused, once you're disciplined, you are committed, and happy International Women's Day. Thank you.